Welcome back to another episode of the Wellness Inspired Podcast, a place where you can find inspiration, motivation, and empowerment in the pursuit of a wellness lifestyle. I'm your host, Sheri Davidson, and I am a wellness coach, acupuncturist, trail runner, and former interior designer in Houston, Texas. And I am deeply passionate about health and well-being. And as always, I'm here with my co-host, Finn. And if you're new to the podcast, Finn is my terrier mix rescue dog, trail runner, and loyal companion. He is also a therapy dog and greeter at Element 5 Acupuncture and Wellness. I have an exciting episode for you today. We're going to have a little fun. As someone in the wellness space for a very long time, I have learned that real wellness often looks a little, messy. You know, the kind of messy that doesn't always make it to Instagram. The kind where your meditation gets interrupted by your dog. Or your dinner looks more like a middle school art project than a food magazine cover. So today's episode is called Nailed It, What Failure Can Teach Us About Real Wellness. And if you've ever seen the Netflix TV show Nailed It, you know where I'm going with this. If you haven't, here is a quick version. It's a chaotic, hilarious baking competition where everyday people try to recreate professional level desserts. Think fondant disasters, melting towers, and cakes that look nothing like the picture. But here's the best part. They're having fun. They laugh, they fell, they keep going. And honestly, it might be one of the most honest portrayals of wellness I've ever seen. So are you ready? Let's dive in. We've all done it. You scroll online and see someone's flawless morning routine, their clean meals, their glowing skin, and think, that's it. That's what I need to do. So we try to recreate it, just like those bakers on Nailed It. We gather all the ingredients, follow the plan, and go with the best intentions. And then what? Then life happens. You miss a workout, you eat cereal for dinner, you skip your journaling because your kid got sick or work ran long, and suddenly you feel like you failed, like your cake collapsed. But here's the thing. Those contestants on Nailed It aren't failing. They're participating. They're showing up, trying, laughing, and learning as they go. And that's the real wellness story, isn't it? Because trying, even imperfectly, is what keeps you in the game. So let's take this deeper. What if our wellness fails are actually where the magic happens? What if the point isn't to get it right, but to stay curious enough to keep showing up? That's where real growth lives, not in the perfect plan, but in the attempt. And look, I want to say something really clearly here because it's personal for me. I don't want to be someone who just posts beautiful things. I want to support myself and you in a way that's honest. I am a designer. I love beautiful things. I love creating beautiful spaces, beautiful food, beautiful moments. Beauty inspires me. But that's not what I'm talking about here. Because somewhere along the way, we started equating beauty with worth. If your dinner doesn't look like the cover of Eating Well magazine, then somehow you failed. And that's just not it. Wellness isn't a photo shoot. It is what happens between the photos, the small, unfiltered human moments. You can love beautiful things and still give yourself permission to be imperfect. That's not hypocrisy. That's honesty. And that's why I love the metaphor of Nailed It. It's funny, but it's also freeing because those contestants remind us that there is courage in trying. There's joy in doing, even when it doesn't look perfect. Every small, messy attempt counts because every time you try again, you're strengthening the habit of returning to yourself. And that just might be the most well thing you can do. Here is where we're going to bring it home. When you stop chasing perfection and start practicing participation, something shifts. Your nervous system relaxes. Your energy becomes steadier. You stop quitting every time things get hard because now you understand that the doing is the practice. And this is the foundation of my wellness-inspired method, helping people integrate wellness in a way that actually lasts. It's not about fixing yourself. It's about staying in relationship with yourself. So here's a small invitation for the week. Think of an area in your wellness that feels like a nailed it moment. Maybe it's your sleep routine, your nutrition, your self-care. And instead of trying to fix it, try this. Notice your tone. Can you laugh instead of judge? Can you give yourself grace instead of guilt? Because real wellness isn't about getting it right. It's about returning again and again with kindness. So if today's episode made you smile or made you sigh in relief, I hope it reminded you that you don't have to be perfect to be well. If you'd like to read more from me, connect with me on LinkedIn and subscribe to my newsletter, the Wellness Inspired Wildly Well newsletter. And if you're ready to build habits that actually last, grab my free guide, the Wellness Reality Check. And when you're ready to take it a step further, explore my Make It Stick kit. It's a 5-day audio experience designed to help you stay consistent without pressure or perfection. And as always, if you'd like to work with me, you know where to find me, and I'll put all the links in the show note. Until next time, stay curious, stay kind to yourself, and remember, you're doing better than you think. If you like what you hear, please subscribe to the podcast and share with your family and friends. You can also give me a rating and review wherever you listen to your podcast. It helps others find me as well. To get updates on new episodes and wellness inspiration in your inbox, please join the Wellness Inspired community. Go to thewellnessinspiredpodcast.com to sign up. I'll put the link to the website in the show notes so you can click and join. Also, there's a Facebook community at The Wellness Inspired, and you can follow me on Instagram at wellness_inspired. If you're in the Houston area or just visiting and interested in our services, acupuncture, herbal medicine, cupping, zen shiatsu, or dry needling therapy, contact us. You can find out more on our website at element5om.com. That's element5om.com. And again, I'll put the link in the show notes. If you're interested in health and wellness coaching, we can connect in the clinic or on Zoom. Reach out to us and we'll get you on the schedule. And as always, I would love to hear your feedback. I am dedicated to bringing you great content that is inspiring and informative with an artsy, fun, edgy spin. Thank you so much for listening. We'll meet here again next time. And remember, never stop exploring, learning, loving, and being you. Bye.